What is up, risk takers? Welcome to the Kill Pete strategy. I am Pete, and today I am playing a 6-player progressive game on the Russia 2010 map with some folks from the Discord, including among them is a top 100, top 50 player, Sin the Dark, who I have just played with once, so he would be the other guy to watch out for in this game, and then a bunch of other folks with a variety of ranks. Let's take a look. So we have Leslie Victory. 56 hours in the game. In the second position is Sin, flying the flag of Vatican City. That's pretty impressive, eh? Very decent win-to-loss ratio. And then myself, in the fourth position, General McPunch from Austria, with 273 hours in the game and a very impressive 98 to 149 in his play with friends. This is Cosmic Cowboy from the Discord. We've played a couple of games together, and he has a winning record. Let me just see where I want to be. I kind of want to maintain this position in the far east, so I think I'm gonna. But I also need an easy take in the west. The west is a lot more important on this map because it's a lot denser, while the spread of this map looks like the east would matter. It's actually less important because it has less territories. Let me just finish the roundup of the players. In the final position, we have Raider DJ flying the flag of the United Kingdom, and it looks like he is a true beginner. So, this is how the continents break down in Russia. Northwestern worth 6, Volga worth 6, Central, which is a 4 for 5. This is the jackpot of this map. Also Southern, 4 for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Less of a good deal. Sorry, this is a 5 for 4, and this is a 4 for 6. That's the difference. Ural's worth 6, Siberian's worth 7, if you can hold it, and the Far East is worth a plus 4. Some of these continents are more likely to be held than others. One thing I like to pay attention to when I'm playing a variety of opponents in terms of skill level is that I notice the more novice, the more beginner ranked you are, the more likely you are to care about continents in progressive. So I was given this start 2 out of the 4 positions, and I'm not interested in taking it or guarding it. I don't tend to gun for continents in progressive, but you'll actually notice that once you get to an all Grandmasters game, for example, that tendency inverts again, and because Grandmasters understand the attrition battle is not worth getting into, so you tend to let your opponents have continents. So, we have Raider DJ going for an early continent, and that's a plus 6, and it looks like he's guarding it relatively well. So, I could poke the Hornet's Nest, right? Not add any troops there and just try and break. I think I should, but knowing what I know about this opponent, I've played a couple of games with him, he might see red from that action, and then all of those troops go into me for the remainder of the game. And this happens a lot when you're playing in public lobbies as well. So sometimes retreat is indeed the better part of valor, and I think in this case that's the direction I'm going to play it. I'm not going to break, even though I have a very easy line to do so. But Sin does it for me, so now I don't have to worry. And Sin can be the bad guy, and I get to hang back and do fuck all, like I usually like to do in the early game of progressive. I'm going to get my take here in the Kamchatka Peninsula. Just put 2 troops in that exclave. I'm going to start bolstering some others. I'm kind of in Sin's way there, but I don't think he's just going to pop that 3 just yet, and I want to kind of move those 2 positions together. So that's what I'm thinking about doing. So I have a nice far away exclave in the east, and I have a bunch of 3s and a 4 over here, and I want to consolidate some of these into each other slowly over the next couple of turns while sticking a single in this territory. What's it called? Is it called Kamchatka? Yeah, there we go. It's called Kamchatka. So the yellow player has a large army hidden in the south middle, which I love. That's a great place to have your majority position. He also has a decent size 6 over here on the border of green. It might be unlikely that green gets to hold that continent, given that Sin has already shown the willingness to break and he's also surrounded by other opponents who are willing to break. For what it's worth, I might now consider breaking if he retakes, because now I wouldn't be the only bad guy. It would be both me and Sin picking at this guy, making sure he doesn't get that 6 troop reinforcement, which is juicy, but here we go. So Yeah Man's taken the Moscow jackpot, and I would say guarding it very effectively by sticking a 6 in the middle. So I'm less afraid of him irrationally punching me, so the move for me might be to cut in there, but I don't want to have to get 2 takes. And now having 2 of my opponents with fairly juicy continents in the middle, I think my cowardice shows again. And I will let other people be the bad guy. For as long as that makes sense in my head. I'm doing the calculus, right? Do I want to worry about breaking this? Do I want to worry about breaking that? Maybe the light blue player who I've never played against breaks. We shall see. Okay. Sin's now in a position where it's harder for him to break. He's also thinking, well, if nobody else is helping me, why am I being the bad guy? So he hides. That makes sense. Don't love my sitch now, right? I could be the really, really bad guy and try and break both of these guys. What I think I'm going to do is I'm going to put one single... No, that doesn't make sense either. I'm going to run my army into my corner and hide. And let the green player and the red player be strong, because what I expect to happen is strong players expand, shrink the board for everyone else. Makes it easy for me and my concentrated armies to kill, as long as those armies remain. And I do have an okay separated position here. But yeah, now I feel like green and red are going to pull ahead, at least for the short term. And that can be okay. That can be okay for me if they get overly aggressive and start getting a lot of takes. Green will soon be consolidated to a single position. And that, as we all know... Oh, and red! Okay, so now we have the continent v continent thing going on. So now let's see if green retaliates on red after retaking. And I love this too, right? Let the strong players fight amongst themselves and weaken each other mutually. Looks like he's going for red. If I can't have a continent, neither can you. The quid pro quo take thing. I love it. I'm into it. And I'm not involved in it, so... Very classic sort of psychology going on in this game. I kind of saw it. You know, I like to hope my read on some of this was correct. And that's usually what I'm able to do. I'm able to pay that off in the results of the game. Usually. Less likely in Play with Friends, because we often see a lot of quite good opponents in the Discord. Alright, moving into turn 4. The light blue player puts in their western position and attacks the... Oh god, I remember the name of this island and now I forget it again. I looked it up, believe it or not, because I was so upset that... Is it Severnaya? I think it's Severnaya. If anyone played GoldenEye on James Bond, you'll remember the Severnaya bunker level. It was always one of my favorites. Okay. I have 7 armies in the Far East. I have the potential to connect this with that, so I will. I will also bolster these 2 positions, 2 forwards. So now I have 3 4s in the west, and I have my majority position in the east. And I am very happy with that setup moving into the 5th turn. I'm very happy with how this is looking for me. Yellow is going to Tough to say. Looks like they're adding to each of their positions. Is yellow willing to be the bad guy? Let's see. Does he break? Doesn't. I don't think he will, because he didn't break red either. And Sin's playing a very similar game to me. He has 4 positions. Red breaks again. Not going to let green start pulling ahead. This is bad for green. This is where green starts to really run out of steam. I could exacerbate the situation by taking out that 4. But I think the smarter move is to let him overextend, consolidate these 2 armies next turn, and set myself up to kill green at the appropriate time. And green, if you do end up watching this, understand that continents are not very important in progressive, and it's much better to notice the cards and when you can trade in and what those cards are worth when you trade in than worrying about your board position. Okay, light blue probably adds here. Yeah, and breaks again. There's no reason not to now. Oh, very good. No, like... Yeah, okay. Everyone's the bad guy but me. This is how I get away with it, right? I let people fight amongst themselves and, thin themselves out. Well, I spend all of my energy concentrating my forces and not pissing anyone off until I can eat them. And then they can't retaliate against me, can they? This game is operating a lot like a public lobby. I think a lot of the strategy that I'm thinking through with all of you is applicable in a normal ranked context. Yellow's thinking about what to do. I betcha they open up a 4th position. Stick just 1 there, though. I don't know what the angle is. Do I have a joker? No. Okay. So we're going to start moving through the first matching sequence after this turn. The 4, the 6, the 8, the 10, the 12, the 15. Unless red or green matches early, which they might, I get the 8. Which is not great, but not terrible. Yellow removes me from that southern corner and pulls his troops in? No. I'm not sure what the thinking was there. But we have the first continent being allowed to hold. And red puts some of his troops in the middle and has an attacking front in the center. Okay. Green is at 20 troops, and I don't think they match in right now. I think they roll a 4-on-3. Don't do that. Those odds suck. 3-on-2 is still bad. Somehow he's not totally pooching. He is a 2-on-1. And loses. Okay, well, at least he rolled naturally. That was a good idea. Going to retake his continent. Continent at all costs. Well, now he's fucked. Because he's last to match. He has 5 cards. He has 15 troops. Somebody eats him. Oh no. Is that me? Am I the one who... I think I eat him. I get his 5 cards. I think I lined myself up perfectly to do that. So, 9-on-4 is 100% now in balance splits. 8-on-4 is 99%. It's ridiculous. So I can put all of my troops here and eat green. And unless Sin beats me to the punch, which he is also nicely lined up to do, I get green. So we'll see. Because black is just 1 point ahead of me. But the 6 sucks, right? The 6 match is really shitty. So light blue's putting in their first match here. They get the 4. Let's see where it goes. Up in the corner. Oh, and they chip on green, making them even easier to take. I think that is how I win this game. Well, no, actually, it's still kind of shitty. So I'm only going to get the 10 from that because I'm going to be forced to match it, but it's going to be a double match. I get the 10 and the 12. Well, it equalizes. It's not a game-winning move, but it is the correct move, so I'm going to take it. Oh, wait, I just lost... Oh, that sucks. Oh, I guess I can't do that then. Huh. Why did light blue do that? Oh, well. Guess I can't do that. Okay. I have a 3-position plan. I have 3 cards moving into my next turn. I lost 9 of my troops, but I didn't lose my exclave entirely. That all just seems like just bad from the perspective of why light blue would do that, but good from the perspective of it prevented me from doing what yellow's about to do, which is what I wanted to do. So I guess they fed him to yellow instead. But that's still not good for blue, right? Determining who else wins the game is referred to as king-making from where I come from. So, well done, I guess. The game's not over. I have 3 cards I don't have a match. I figure someone else will, and then I'll get eaten. I get eaten now? No, yellow's just taking board position. Are they trying to kill light blue? I don't think they have quite the resources, but they have a 9 there. They're thinking about it. They're thinking about it. Okay, so what light blue did was suicide. They weakened themselves to the point now where someone else has the bright idea to take them out. And even if yellow fails, which they're not now, I'm going to laugh and say, well played. And well done, blue. Way to pop my army for no reason. Congratulations, you go next. So, we now have 4 players. Who's going to win this game? Probably red. I don't know why Sin didn't get a card. So there's no chance of him matching. Maybe it's to come in second so that nobody eats him. Yellow's trying to set themselves up to eat me, but they're running out of time. They'll just do it next turn because I don't have a match on 3. Game's looking really good for yellow. I bet you red eats me now. That's my guess. Light blue teed me up. They killed themselves, and they killed me. No! Red's guarding. Okay. Okay, we still got a game. Yellow, though, will eat me on their turn because there's no reason for them not to. With that match, and I'll be holding 4 cards. So I can also not get a take, but fuck that. I want to play to win. Even if the chances of that are astronomically small at this point. Yeah, yellow's easily going to kill me on their turn, and why wouldn't they? And that's all I'm going to do. And now I get eaten by yellow. So I go next. I get 4th in this game. Thanks, light blue. Don't know why you did it. But hey, can't win them all. My read was correct, though. So if light blue didn't suicide into me, then it would have been a different cookie to crumble. So here we go. Maybe Sin has a match on 3, but I don't see that as being very likely. I think this is Yellow's game. Clearly, I don't know. I also don't know why Red didn't expand more on their turn, so that would be a thing to think about, right? Or even tried to kill me. They probably could have. Oh, Yellow fucked up. They're going to try and kill Black, but they forgot about this exclave in the far corner. I'm not going to spoil the surprise by popping the oops too early, but he's getting an oops for that one. Wait and wait, wait. Oh, yeah, you think you got it, my friend. Oh, Sin saying oops. All right, I'll say oops, too. Oops, you missed a spot, sir. You missed a spot. Oops. Yup. You forgot about the 6 troops. Nice move. Well, he's leaving 2 positions. So, Red will mop that up, I'm pretty sure. You can figure out a way to hook around. Maybe Yellow blocks. No, he's got a match. And that's game. Oh, Red, no. Red, you had to eat Black. Okay, so the way Red could have won this turn was by eating Black, and I guess he didn't see it. Which means that unless Sin has a match on 3, he gets eaten by Yellow anyways the following turn. Red could have easily killed Black, and should have. Well, who knows? Maybe Yellow doesn't have a match on 4. It's unlikely, but possible. And that's the game. Yellow kills Black now and finishes it off. Cool. That was a fun one. Yellow is quite novice by the looks of it, right? You wouldn't put your whole army in there. You'd just put enough to take him and have the rest here and then hook out and finish. I guess Yellow doesn't realize he's won. Yep. Start punching Red. Didn't set himself up to break the continent either. But it's cool. It's interesting to play with a variety of different ranks, because that it's a lot more of an interesting game. You get to see where other people are at. You get to kind of analyze their psychology a bit. It's really fun for me. My favorite part of Risk is playing the man, right? Not necessarily playing the game. And Yellow doesn't have quite the clock to finish, but they will on the next turn. There's nothing Red can do. It was Red's game to lose, though. They had it. And he breaks Yellow's continents. Too little, too late. Don't connect with that 30, bro. Don't connect with that 30. Yep. Leave that in the corner. Yep. Okay. Okay. We know that the clock is an issue for Yellow. So Red's at least playing faster. So there's still a chance, albeit a small one. Maybe Yellow doesn't have a match on 3. Nah, they're going to crush, though. They're going to work through almost everything that Red has. Yep. And red only having 2 cards has no ability to reciprocate, so the conclusion in this game is now finished. Yellow wins, red comes in second. A noble effort for still punching, but it's too late. Put slightly more troops than 8 to take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 territories, unless he's going to split there. Put 1 or 2 more there, he put the rest there. Easy to do. He's already had that 4 sitting there for that easy take. Yeah, and there we go. No, this wasn't correct. He still doesn't have the win. General McPunch, please, mercifully, end this game. Watch red have a match on 3 and come back and take the whole board. Ha! Red wins. Watch. So, red can play faster and he's obviously better. And he's going to dance around yellow's big armies, and he's going to slowly grind his way back to victory. It might take a while. It might actually take a number of turns for this to happen. So the issue with yellow is speed, right? I always say get off mobile, play on PC if you're interested in really doing well, turn off your camera animations, and practice. I think red can win this game, and I think it's going to take a long time. Because he has to make sure he doesn't open up any of yellow's armies. But yellow doesn't appear to have the ability to finish. And that's too bad. The skill gap there is too wide. He hooks around the outside and takes all the continents. Yep, no, nothing stopping you from spreading now, yellow. Or red. Just spread out as much as possible. He won't have the clock to finish. Yeah, split. Brilliant. He's going to hook around there, and he's going to expand into there. I like it a lot. And force yellow down the single path. And then we do this dance until either yellow quits, or red starts to get the upper hand. Maybe he gets 2 matches on 3 back-to-back. And it's only a matter of time now, right? I don't see yellow being able to finish based on their play. The red player is better and faster. Maybe not. It's still very close. Yellow outnumbers red 4-1, but the matches matter. So he has to survive an entire another turn. Can he do it? I think he's got it next turn, though. Good work for Red for still trying. Nice, nice. Good effort, man. Maybe you get a match on 3 again. You stick around. Who knows? Why quit? Yellow has just enough time to finish if he clicks fast. Get those clicks in. Don't fuck up the split. Clock's ticking. Don't fuck up the split. Ah. Lucy's got the second army, but he's going to leave 1 territory. So if Red has another match on 3, this game will continue. I love it. I love it. I love it. Tell me you got the nuts. Oh no, it's over. Wow, just enough time. Okay, cool. I really hope you guys enjoyed that video. Yeah, so I just died to a novice play, I guess. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And until next time, for all of you on the path to world domination, good games and good luck.